I just finished my workout because I have to check out of this hotel in about 2 hours. So I did both morning and afternoon workout here. I've been here for 105 minutes. That's what, an hour and a half? Wait, 90, 100, well, over an hour and a half. So I had a good workout because I don't know. Well, I'm not now. I'm not going to work out again because we have a red eye tonight, and that's me. And I'm very tired now, but this is the Courtyard right across from LAX Courtyard Marriott. My wife is a lifetime. She has traveled so much in her career. She's a lifetime elite status. So we get all kinds of perks, late checkout, early check-in, things like that. I don't know what I'm going to do. She has meetings. I haven't seen her. She came out on Monday. I came out a couple days earlier. I haven't seen her, and the only time I'm going to see her is actually when she gets back. She's staying. The conference is at Terranea on the Rancho Palos Verdes Peninsula. So I'll have to drive there, and I'll go into her room. She's staying in a casita. She says it has a pretty good view of the ocean. It's been there the last 3 years. This is a CMBA secondary marketing meeting that I went to for 20 years, and I moderated panels, usually the pricing, hedging panels. Had some pretty smart people on my panels. Dr. Larry Auerbach, Dr. Lenny Auerbach from Tuttle, and one guy, Stan Kirsch, did pricing of mortgage, and that was a very popular session. A lot of people came back then. That's in the late 80s and all through the 90s, early 2000s. But obviously I'm no longer, everybody's retired except my wife. And there's nobody there I know anymore. But this is the same group, CMBA, California Mortgage Bankers Association, Secondary Marketing Conference. Secondary marketing is a term for what we do is we manage the risk, and our job is to sell the assets to investors. Wall Street, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, we hedge. See, it's a secondary market. It's not the primary market. We don't deal with the borrower. We deal on the backside with the investors. So there's different ways to execute sales of mortgage. You can do loan by loan. You can accumulate and pool, which if you're going to do, you better hedge, because now you're sitting on an asset that could change in price during the holding period. And that's what we did. We used a combination, depending on the loan type. If it was conforming product, we would pull them up, securitize them with Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and hedge them. If it was government product, we sold those pretty much loan by loan. Countrywide was a big buyer back then. They're out of business. The meltdown, a lot didn't survive. And then if it's non-conforming jumbo, those were loan by loan because those are risky. They're not as liquid, and the pricing isn't as standard as conforming Fannie Freddie product. So she's at that. She has meetings she has a dinner till, she said, she just texted me, till 8 o'clock tonight. Our flight is at midnight. So that gives us enough time for her to get back, change, get the rental car back. By the way, LAX redid their whole rental car location. It's a lot better because they're all in the same facility now. So you don't have to. Each rental car company has its own buses, but that was part of the frustration. Sometimes, whenever I rented, the bus never came around. I could rent Hertz, and I wouldn't see Hertz. I'd see every other bus, and finally Hertz would come. Then the next time I rent Alamo, and there's Hertz, and I never see Alamo till it was just I don't know, my karma. Well, now they're all in the same facility. This is brand new. And theoretically, you could get on any bus, and it's going to get you to where they're all located, so that's better. I don't know what we're going to do about dinner. Depending on what time we get to the airport, I hear there's a Wahoo's at LAX. And then back home, I can't wait to get home. I had a good time. I spent some time with my brother, and we did a couple of memory lane videos and had a good time. I told him we'll do this once a year. But I can't wait to get home, even though it's hot. I love my house. I love my life. I love my routine. And I'm just, I don't know, maybe I figured out how to hit a golf ball. It's like hitting a baseball. You've got to really get in your mind the weight of that golf head and how you execute your whole body in order to generate power. I'm good with accuracy. The ball goes straight. I just sometimes, if I'm not hitting it and holding that club lightly, that gives you more motion, swinging, faster motion. But there's a feeling in golf. One guy says, golf is mostly in your head, and it is. I see that now. So I can't wait to get home to that. And then my granddaughter, I teach Sabbath school in 2 or 3 weeks. I think it's at the end of this month. So I look forward to that. I'm studying the sanctuary. I'm studying a lot. I'm not saying I disagree with our version of the sanctuary, but I have some issues like some of the other great scholars did, going back a century. Heppenstall, Cottrell, Des Ford really brought it all out. And I listen to Smuts Van Rooyen. These are Bible scholars. I'm just not sure that how we have presented it has been the best way. Your salvation is assured right now. It's not like Des Ford says, you're approved with God now. You don't get approved later. And that the judgment, if it's presented wrong, it destroys our assurance in salvation. I still haven't found one Bible who believes in our traditional teaching of the investigative judgment to tell me how Enoch, Elijah, and Moses, who we all know are in heaven, how were they able to get to heaven before 1844, before God apparently is deciding who's acceptable and who isn't? How did those 500 people who came up at the resurrection when Christ did, Ellen White said they followed Jesus into heaven, and I believe that. They came up in a special resurrection. The Bible says so. You can read it in the Bible. They're in heaven. So 503 people made it to heaven 1,844 years before 1844, before their names were judged. And there is a judgment, absolutely. And Des Ford always said there was a judgment. But you have the verdict of that judgment now. That was his only point. You have it now. And yes, God was in 1844. He gave the Adventist Church an end-time message to focus on the sanctuary, because the sanctuary includes the law. And in the sanctuary, you see the law and the gospel. I love what he said. The law is codified love. That's all it is. God hates sin so much, he has a law. And that's how much he loves us. I'm doing a lot of study on that. Somebody asked me at church if I could start a Bible discussion group, and I'm thinking about that. So that's that. That's all she wrote. And I'm going to go up and take a shower and pack, and I'll be out of here in an hour. I don't know where I'm going. I got like 8-9 hours. I'll go to Terranea. I'll probably stop at the store on the way, Trader Joe's, and maybe I'll walk around Terranea. It's beautiful. It's right on the ocean. That's what I'll do. Go for a nice walk. And then get ready to go home tonight. We're flying all night, 3 hours from midnight. Get into Dallas at 5 in the morning. They're 2 hours ahead of it. It's only a 3-hour flight. All right. We're good. That's it.